I rarely ever make any plans in advance with anybody because I know that, hey, that might be the day when we have a double-digit powder day. As far as taking over my life, I mean, it's probably gotten worse, actually. My alias is Powder Chaser Steve. I'm a forecaster for Open Snow. I write the daily chase powder forecast, and I love to chase powder. That's pretty much my whole life right now. Do my bosses know that I have this second life? It's either they don't know, they know and accept it because I'm successful, and they may know and they don't want to say anything. If you had to ask me like how long I've been chasing powder, once I was able to drive, obviously I was able to go places, and then I remember even when I was 17 or 18, I jumped on a plane by myself and flew to Vail for a quick powder trip. I was totally addicted, and then moved out west when I was about 25. I wasn't that picky about my snow. It didn't matter to me if it was a little heavy or wet. It didn't matter. 7 inches was great to me. Now it's like, I want 12 inches, I want 20 inches. Once you get 20 inches, you want 30 inches.
Jump the fire, we'll just sit and wait till you see me fly. You know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy.
3 or 4 days ahead of time, I have an idea that something looks really good, and I'm thinking that this is where I think I'm going to be this week. My decision to chase powder generally comes, sometimes 8 hours before a storm. So I literally sometimes need to just jump in a car right away and start driving. Or if I go to Washington State or Oregon, I usually would fly. I'll reach out to an open snow forecaster in a certain region. I'll let him know what I'm seeing in the models. I'll confirm with him, hey, are you seeing this? A month ago I reached out to the New Mexico forecaster. He knows that terrain better than I do. Is Taos really going to get 12 to 18 inches? And it's happening right now. We're heading to Little Cottonwood. It's really a pretty full day for me between early morning weather models, forecasting, then jumping in the car, chasing to a resort, riding powder, answering calls on my drive, looking at emails, answering calls, in between chairlifts and everything else. Most of the day you're either spent sitting at a closed road at the base of Little Cottonwood, or you're driving out to Tahoe or up to Jackson, or you're maybe in the lift line. How many do they want?
Well, I don't know.
I've continued to keep a regular job, and that's kind of allowed me to powder chase. Pretty stressful, to be honest with you. Friends that don't ski would never get this. So you've really got to look at several factors, and I generally the three most important things I look at are temperature, wind, and how much snow. As far as what really gets me going is a good cold front, especially if it comes just behind a warm front where the precipitation might start out, so you have a good base layer underneath. I've had so many storm days in a row right now, they were all washing together. I literally couldn't tell you where I was 3 days ago. When you're driving into a storm and you know what you're going to get the next morning, that anticipation is as good as anything, especially waking up to, 2 feet under car.
Where have you ridden?
nearly every resort in Colorado. Taos, Snowbird, Solitude, Brighton, absolutely.
Park City ever?
Park City, recently Sundance, just in the last like 5 days. Alta when I was younger, Jackson Hole, Targhee Bachelor. I was there for a work conference, and it snowed a foot. I rented a snowboard and I rented boots, and I hiked up there in my dress pants. Crystal, Stevens, Baker, Palisades, Diamond Peak, Sugar Bowl, Kirkwood. That's really, I mean, that, oh, also North Star, Mount Baldy in LA. Mammoth for sure, absolutely.